Rocket Raccoon and Groot are here, and it's Flarkin' Nuts. I think that's what it says, right? Flarkin' Nuts.
Oh, yeah.
How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Snap Academy. I'm Muse. Today, we're talking about Rocket Raccoon and Groot. This is the last of the Marvel Rivals season cards, and it's the most anticipated right after Doom 2099. I'm going to call them RNG for the rest of the video. That way I'm not saying Rocket Raccoon and Groot the entire time because I will trip over my words. RNG is the last card in the Marvel Rivals collab season, and it's the second most anticipated right after Doom 2099. I found it's had a little bit of versatility, but isn't over the top. Rocket Raccoon and Groot is a 3/3. You can move it once, and when an opponent plays on the lane, you steal 1 power from it. So that's -1 to them, +1 to you. So it's a 2 power swing. So if you get it off at least once, RNG becomes a 3/5. I think this is a pretty fair and balanced card. I don't think it's over the top by any means. I don't think it's undertuned. I think it's sitting in a really good spot to where it's not broken. It's not going to get, overplayed, smash the meta, but it does have a place. I played a few different versions of the deck. I tried a straight up Guardians of the Galaxy version, but where I landed on was kind of a boost version, just kind of sticking it in there to just kind of be boosted, let it do its thing while I was focusing on other lanes. So when folks, see Rocket Raccoon, when people see RNG, they immediately don't want to play into it. And I found that in viewer battles as well as on ladder, not so much in high voltage. I really like the card. Just kind of starting off with its ratings. So as a must buy card, we'll start there. I don't think it's an absolute must buy meta shaker breaker. I do think it's a great card if you do have a decent collection. If you just want to put something in somewhere, it's not going to build a whole deck for you. Kind of like Doom 2099 was, which was a 5 out of 5. So I'm kind of making that my baseline. I give Rocket a 3 out of 5 buy. If you find it in a spotlight cache, I think it's a great pickup. I would not necessarily spend 6,000 tokens on RNG, but I can see why people would want the hype. It could be great in an Ajax build, that Ajax Hazmat, to just kind of add a little bit more to the negative power. But I, again, found it more in like a boost build that I was really having a lot of fun with. Flexibility, I am also giving this a 5 out of 5. I think you can put it in a lot of decks. It's not really niched into one specific deck. You might need to think about it, but it really can be just a support card, kind of force people to play into a different lane, kind of like Nebula does, where it forces them to play into that lane. Kind of like the old Galactus builds, when you really wanted them to kind of put all of their eggs in one basket. You play the Nebula down, make them play onto the Nebula, play the Galactus somewhere else. It kind of has that opposite effect. You play it there, they want to play somewhere else. So you can definitely play some mind games with it. If you do have good card strategy, I think be great in any of your decks, especially if you really are controlling the board more. This is definitely kind of a control card in a sense, not kind of forcing people to play into other lanes, but kind of nudging them in the direction of that. For a competitive meter, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I think that you can break this card. I think it can do a lot, especially at its high ceiling, but I think it's also got a low floor. So if you can, really gauge what's going on and control the board a little bit more, force people to play into Rocket and Groot, definitely super competitive. So actually, I kind of want to give this a range from 2 to 4, depending on kind of skill. Rocket and Groot, I think, is a very high ceiling card, but kind of like I said, it's also got a low floor. If you don't use it correctly, if you put it in the wrong lane, you're not going to get as much out of Rocket and Groot. But it's not also, but you're not just looking at the points on Rocket. You have to also look at where your opponent's playing, which is what I use a lot in my testing, to kind of force them to play somewhere else so that I could play kind of where I wanted to play that kind of bigger Miss Captain Marvel, play that bigger Captain Marvel in the lane I want, so that I had that versatility. So jumping into the deck, I really like to do kind of a build your own 6 cost. So I use a lot of kind of smaller cards, and when I was playing, these cards did get huge. We're also using Lasher in this deck as another way to kind of help with that boost. That's kind of the theme of everything. It's not hand boost per se, it's just kind of boost in general. Starting in the bottom, Silver Sable, America Chavez, and Zabu. Those are our 1-drop on reveal cards that we can immediately follow up with Grandmaster if we want to. Silver Sable getting that double boost, becoming a 1/4. America Chavez adding some more power to another card. And then Zabu making our Captain Marvel, Scarlet Spider, and Galacta super cheap. Agony is really just kind of helping on that boost. And what I really like about that Agony and Galacta is if you Galacta, turn 3, if you get the Zabu off, you can Agony and then put a Scarlet Spider or a Captain Marvel on top and get that kind of double boost. So if you do Agony on one turn and then Scarlet Spider on the next turn, you get +6 onto the Scarlet Spider or the Captain Marvel. Super fun, and I feel like this is kind of where Agony is really finding its home. We have the Penny Parker to kind of add to that synergy as well, adding the Spider in order to increase the power of our Captain Marvel and our Scarlet Spider, or our Lasher as well. So Lasher being our free card that we got from High Voltage. I really like the idea of buffing up the Lasher. We did get like a -14 on a couple lanes as well a few times. So that's super fun into Nidavellir. Huge swing we had there. Forge, your standard buff. And then we have Rocket, obviously. And then for the top end, running Captain Marvel, Scarlet Spider, and Galacta. So nothing higher than 4 cost, so that we can play a few more things. Kind of looking at that other movement synergy as well. The Spider lets you move something. So if you need to reposition your Scarlet Spider, reposition your Galacta, reposition anything, you can do that with the Penny as long as you have that guaranteed. It's on a lane by itself. You can drop the Spider on top, make that bigger. The Galacta also works with Spider because you play the Spider, it gets the buff, and then goes onto the card. This is a very big brain deck, which is super fun, takes a lot of thinking. Kind of the complete opposite of Doom 2099. Super fun, and you really have to position yourself so that you win. You have to be very active with this deck, but it's super fun and the payoff is huge. The ceiling for this deck, again, very high, but the floor can be kind of low, so you might get blown out a little bit if you don't get your draws in the right order. If you don't get Zabu in the Grandmaster is huge, but overall, super fun. So with that, let's jump into the breakdown. All right, so we're about to break down the card and the deck that I found the most, kind of the most fun. I had a super positive win rate with it. I'm calling it boosted. I'm not a raccoon, just to kind of remind myself that I'm playing a Rocket Raccoon deck, but he wasn't the star of the show. Let's get into it. All right, so match 1. Our goal is to get everything down, obviously. So we want to do a 1-drop into Grandmaster. Usually, if we don't have Grandmaster, Penny Parker is a great alternative. And then just kind of start building everything up. So we have all of our 2-drops to start with. Monster Island. Okay, we have literally all of our 2-drops to start with. So nothing there. I might just do Forge into Lasher just to... or I can do Forge into Grandmaster into Lasher. Yeah, actually might do Forge now. And then do Grandmaster. So I get a little bit buff off of the Grandmaster. Where do I want to do Penny? Wow, so many options here. Actually, I think I want to do into Penny. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do in the Grandmaster. And then that Forge will hit the Scarlet Spider next. That way we can get some energy. So our goal is to just kind of constantly keep buffing everything up as we are going through. They got a little 4 down. They got King E-Tree, so they probably got... Yep, they got the hammer back. So I think I want to stay away from the Thor lane. And we will... Or, actually... Yeah, I'm going to do the Scarlet Spider. That way I get more power just kind of everywhere. Oh, they got the Beta Ray as well. So I do actually think I want to... yeah, we're going to go Agony into Lasher. And then Penny Parker. That way the Agony boost up, I can get that Beta Ray down. Unfortunately, I do not have... Oh, wait, if I do this, then that goes into Lasher, then I get the Penny, and then I get the White Hot Room. Yes, I'm going to snap on that, actually. I like that a lot, because we're going to go into what I really like about Agony. That was good English. Is you get the power, but then you don't lose the space. That's why I really like Agony. So if you were to like Forge Agony... Ooh, I got it. Nice. And a turn 7. Oh, so they got a lot going on here. Hopefully I hit the... Is it just a random one? I think it is just random. Yeah, Lasher. I haven't played a lot with Lasher yet. I just got him today. Afflict and enemy card. Okay, so I actually do really like that. So we are going to Lasher. Oh, no, 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 no. So I want to Galacta, Spider, Lasher. And that way, I can possibly get the Spider here. I've got priority, so hopefully we hit the Beta Ray there. Okay, we got the Grandmaster. No worries. Some more power there at least. Ah, we didn't hit the Beta. Okay. So I might actually... I know they've got the Thor here, so I'm going to play Grandmaster here, because the Scarlet Spider is going to go either way, or go straight right. And then I can Captain Marvel into Silver Sable, and then get a little bit of power. And then if I do lose over here, the Captain Marvel will just kick right. And then we'll just do 2 more power there. Oh, I forgot about the Scarlet Spider. But well, we have power. Oh, that last one may have done it in for me. Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, to me!
And Odin.
Are ye worthy? Mjolnir! Mjolnir, to me!
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Yeah, that rock, me losing that rock to Eternity range was not great. The Captain Marvel would have swept in here, and then I would have won. Yeah, that one rock really did us in. Yeah, because the Captain Marvel wouldn't have mattered because the we already won, right? So yeah, the rock really did us in. All right, battle number 2. We got the Zabu start. That's always good. I do like Our Lady Saints because you can... I just realized we're playing a Rocket Raccoon deck. We didn't even get it all last turn. I believe it happens a lot. And the Silver Sable there as well, probably, if we don't get anything else. Yeah, we'll go Silver Sable, then Agony over here. Okay, well, we're not doing a whole lot. Alright, 3, let's just go Rocket right. We don't know what they're doing. I would normally do Captain Marvel on top of the Agony here, but we want to showcase Rocket. We want to showcase Rocket. So they're doing kind of a hand buff thing too, it looks like. Let's see. Nothing crazy here. I'm not the biggest fan of what's going on. We didn't really get any buff action. Didn't get our Galacta. They're really going in hard left. Alright, so we got the Galacta at least. Let's just do this, and then maybe get another Zabu or something going on. Hopefully it hits the Silver Sable. And you can kind of see, like, I played Rocket here. They don't want to play Rocket here at all. Nice. Okay, so they got the Hulk Buster down. A little extra energy there. So probably gonna move things in. I might actually. I want to move the Rocket over, and then Captain Marvel, and then hit my Scarlet Spider. Agent Coulson's more power. Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, they did not move. Oh, I forgot that's what happened. That's not on a turn. Why am I so dumb sometimes? Well, still win. I'm really bad at this game sometimes.
Victory.
Somehow I still win though. But yeah, no, that extra power, the Galacta into power, just that was a decent showing. Not the greatest. Rocket didn't do anything, but added a little extra power. It wasn't everything we needed because it was only what 5 power. So we've been at 21 here. If we left it right, we still would have won. Let's see what we start with. So starting with Silver Sable, Captain Marvel. I do really like the Quantum Realm here. Hopefully we get like a Penny or a Zabu or something. Something we can hit with the Grandmaster. Okay, Scar right off the bat. Okay, we got a Zabu, so then we can hit the Grandmaster on the Zabu. And then hopefully get a nice Galacta. Unless we pull Galacta next, then I'm not going to waste it. Yeah, we'll do this. Hopefully get Galacta here. If I pull Galacta out, I might be a little upset. Okay, well, Lasher's not the greatest. Let's see. But we did get Rocket and Groot, so let's drop that. I might just do the Soul Stone now before they maybe destroy it. Maybe not the smartest. Maybe should have waited till last turn. Mobius and Mobius, it's fine. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Rocket over here. And then, oh yeah, the Zabu didn't do anything. Luckily, the movement happens first. So if they try to drop a bunch of stones into Quantum Realm. Oh, that still works. Very nice. I do think... No, I'm not going to add a Jin, but... Yeah, Scarlet Spider is probably best here. And we'll just do an America Chavez. And hopefully hit something that we want. Maybe Forge. Forge would be nice. We get the power on the Scarlet Spider. They're just playing big dumb beat stick, aren't they? Use the Jin to get anything else out we want. Ooh. It's not what I wanted, but okay. So, if we do... We'll do Captain Marvel. And we'll go into here. And then we'll do, like, Penny to grab it. And then... hope that the Jin pops it back out. Not... Ugh. So we get one from Rocket and Groot. Oh, that's the one they needed to, dang. Ah, really wish Rocket and Groot would have stayed left. It's a terrible match. Oh wait, did that actually work? I'm so confused as to what's happening. I was not...
Victory.
Yeah, that did its thing. Yeah, the Scarlet Spider moved over like I wanted it to. The agony is what's messing me up. I figured it would have dropped in, grabbed the agony, dropped out, then come back in. But I guess the quantum tunnel and agony do not mix. All right, that was solid. Beat the big dumb monster deck. All right, this is a much better start than what we've seen. Spider-Man doesn't really help. It doesn't hurt. So we will, yeah, because I really like the penny into the Scarlet Spider. Use the spider on the Scarlet Spider, but get Galacta down first for sure. Just drop that there just to get it out of the way. And then we will do Galacta. Yeah, Galacta left. But we will do probably Silver Sable. I don't need the Zabu now. I might just fill up. Actually, yeah, we're going to fill up left. That way we can just go for mid and right. I'm going to snap on that. Unless they're probably a negative deck. That's alright. So, we got the Galacta. Into the Scarlet Spider. And we can do Spider as well as Captain Marvel last turn. Okay, so they got everything they need. So we are going to go into Spider. And then we will Scarlet Spider. And then Captain Marvel. That's a huge last turn. And they gave up.
Victory.
I'm honestly surprised they gave up there. I had a lot of fun playing with Rocket and Groot on day one. I'll be playing a lot more with Rocket and Groot, trying to figure out kind of the best builds. I really want to make RNG fit into a Guardians build. I really want Guardians to work. I want to just be able to play that deck. Unfortunately, on day one, I haven't quite figured it out yet. This is the best deck I personally played. Let me know how you're playing them. If you enjoy these deck highlights, these off-meta builds, make sure you snap that subscribe button so you know every time we drop a new video. See you in the next one. Happy snapping. I am Groot. I am Groot.